Right everyone, strange start to the video I get, but I wanted to show you this building because I thought it was fabulous. We're at the Woolly services just on the M1, off to Leeds, as you know. And I just wanted to show you this. Look at the fabulous roof on it. It's very old, I'd say 60s, wouldn't you? But yeah, interesting. I was dying for a pee, so we had to stop. But we're going to crack on now. Get to, look at that, 178 or 180 a litre. It's ridiculous. You know they want £1.54 in Barnsley, and in Oldham they want 141. I don't understand why it has to be 13p more expensive in Barnsley, but there you go. Anyway, let's get going. Right everybody, we're in Rochdale. I had to start by showing you this absolutely fantastic entrance. So on the gate, you've got Rochdale Cemetery 1855. Check this out on the other side, everyone. It's absolutely beautiful. Look at that. Look how old that is. And then look at this, everyone. Wow. Isn't that just absolutely gorgeous? And look at this. I'm going to have a field day in here today. So what I'm expecting to see in here, everyone, I'm certainly expecting to see some industry leaders from years gone by. I expect to see maybe some founders of the Co-op Society. Rochdale is the birthplace of the Co-op. As you can see, it's got some very impressive stones. I've got no idea who's buried here, because we weren't going to come here today. So it's been mentioned that I should do Rochdale Cemetery. And it was always on the cards, but I just never got round to it. And actually I was going to go to Her Hills in Leeds, but then I decided I took a wrong turn. Oh, look at that little bird. It's a robin, that. See it? Yeah, I decided, well, I was on M62, took the wrong turn to Leeds, and then I just thought, you know what, let's just keep going. So we're here at Rochdale. So we're going to start with the grave of Thomas Livesey. So he was an alderman of the borough of Rochdale. So it could have been certainly someone of importance, could have been a mayor, but then it would have said mayor, I don't know, maybe he was. But he died 25th of January 1864, he was only 48. He was an honest and consistent politician, an earnest and true friend, Wide Cobden Speech Rochdale. Vide Cobden Speech Rochdale, November 23rd, 1864. Frig off! Frig off! Wasp. There was a wasp near me then. This. Wow, everyone. All these are in here. So let's do this. James Standring. That's him. James Mannock. John Bent. John Collier. James Smithers. Samuel Ashworth. Charles Howarth. William Cooper. David Brooks. James Tweedale. Benjamin Rudman. Joseph Smith. And John Scowcroft. If that's the order that they're going in, I think it probably is. Let's go and find them all, everybody. Autumn's kicking in now, everyone, as well. I don't know if you can see that the leaves are starting to fall. How beautiful. Let's get up here. There's some absolutely stunning structures over here, everybody, look. Who's this? In loving memory of James Tomlinson of Windsor Terrace, Rochdale. He died 29th of August 1881. He was 56. Also his wife Sarah, she died in 1902. We've got William here as well, of Wellfield. He died in 1862.
There's a lump of sandstone from Craigleith in Scotland. What dumped plonked down here in
Sandstone from Craigleith, Scotland. What does that say? Coal series.
It looks like it, but why have they done that?
Don't know. Maybe it was a partnership, or maybe like, you know, they do town twinning now. Maybe it was something similar to that, who knows? Oh my god, there's some absolutely ginormous ones down there, everybody. Oh, you can't even see. Right down there, some whoppers. But we're going to get a good look at these first. Oh, it's beautiful, everybody. Isn't it beautiful? Look at it. It's stunning. I didn't think it was going to be this nice. Interesting. Look at this. In memory of John Hill of Nissy Villa, born March 14th, 1819, died Feb 6th, 1896. Also Evan Hill, his son. He died in 1913. You heard that screeching? That's beautiful. Look at that one. See this one here, everybody, this black stone. Hannah, wife of Charles Farrow, Chesham Place, Rochdale, born 1825, died 1870, August 28th. Also the above Charles Farrow. Can you hear that bird? Died 1st of February. No, died July 27th. Start again, Sarah. Died July 22nd, 1891. I like that stone, everybody. But I want to look at these over here. Oh God, I can't. There's so many fabulous graves. I don't know where to go first. They're all over, everybody. Massive. This is the grave. Thomas Ashworth, JP, Belgreen, Rochdale. He died on the 10th of September 1869, aged 53. His beloved wife Mary is also in there. She died on the 1st of January 1872. She was 55. Some of these graves with the sandstone that they're made out of, they're all worn away over time, but they are very old. John Lee, the Oaklands, who died September 6, 1880, in his 78th year. Also Anne, widow of the above John, she died 1889. It's beautiful. Rochdale Cemetery is going to have to be one where we come back, everybody, because well, obviously we're not done yet, but there's a ridiculous amount of graves here. I think what we'll do today is just focus on the more prominent ones, i.e. the bigger ones, and then take it from there. Let's have a walk down here. James Smithers, who died May 27th, 1869, aged 50 years. Also Penelope Lee, his wife. The above James Smithers was one of the original cooperative pioneers of Rochdale. Told you we'd find some of them in there. I mean, I didn't know that they were going to be in here, but it made sense that they would be, if you know what I mean. But I didn't know it was an absolute fact. What I want to do, it's difficult, Si, isn't it? Because it's like, where'd you go? There's that many beautiful... We're going to have to come back for a couple of visits, everybody. But let's keep going, because I love these leaves falling. See that white one over there? I want to go to that. Everybody, look at her there. Can you see her in the distance? Let's go and have a look, see what she's about. Doris Malin, the dear little niece of George and Clara Sykes, who died at Blackpool December 29th, 1911. She was 7 years and 6 months. A dear little face missed day by day from its accustomed place. Miles Ashworth JP, Dunster, Rochdale, died July the 6th, 1824. He's now at rest. This is like a larger version of Cheddarton. And it's interesting because really what I would expect Oldham to have something like this, with the amount of millionaires. Well, they weren't millionaires essentially, but I mean they may as well have been. They certainly would be now, several times over. But with the amount of money that was in the town, it surprises me that they didn't have something more like this. And Cheddarton Cemetery, as you know, everybody, if you watch the channel or if you're familiar with it, Cheddarton certainly is impressive, but this is next scale, in my opinion. I want to go to this here. This is... Have you heard them birds? Magpies, them. And there's another beautiful little kneeling thing there as well. Right, everyone, got to cut in and make this brief, but there's a lot to say about this man. This is Robert Turner, ex-mayor of Rochdale, born in Oldham, cotton trader by trade, had an house called Denhurst or Dennerhurst. Now, if you live in Rochdale, you might know that Dennerhurst is the name of the park. The house that you should be looking at now, within the confines of the park, is Robert's house. He left it, as did many Oldhamers, to boroughs where they lived for the benefit of the people. He also left £667,000 and he left fortunes for the people that worked for him, setting up pensions for him. He was a very, very, very kind man, and I just had to tell you all about him. And this is interesting to me. It's a boy, that. In sad but loving memory of Harry, the dear little son of William and Bertha Lord, of Albert Royd's Street, of 5 Albert Royd Street, Rochdale, who died December 5th, 1916, aged 10 years. A dear little face missed day by day from his accustomed place. It's the same as what's on the other stone, isn't it? Poor bugger. Everybody, I think we might have to go down there shortly. You see those big uns down here? But I think before we do that, I'd like to just have a look over here. Because down here is where those other big monuments are. So I think what we'll do is we'll have a walk over here. I need Gutloo again. Be alright. Yes, so I'm going to go over here, have a look at these, and then what we'll do, we'll double back. Have a look at them other ones over there and see what else we can find. We've seen that dog over there everywhere, look. Can't get it to move. I just saw this stone and wanted to show you this. I think it's fantastic. Look at this, everyone. James Hoyle. The Hut. Broad Hall. Broad Hall. Born May 2nd, 1847. Died April 8th, 1907. Also Susanna. Isn't that a nice stone? Look at the crown with the cross. There's a lot of bleeding wasps in this cemetery, isn't there? Have you noticed, Si? Yeah, just then I got another one round my head. Got attacked as soon as I got in here. So there's a lot of new graves as well. They're still burying people in here, which is interesting. That there's still got, what I mean by that is, like, after all of these years, this place is that big that there's still space for people to be buried. And there's a fresh mound there. We won't focus on it, but it's quite big, but it's got grass on it. Now this is what I wanted to get to. So we've got some more. Right, everybody. Let's get over here. I think this place is gorgeous. The temperature, I would say, at the moment is probably 22, 23. Maybe a bit more than that. I've got a sundress on and it's just glorious. Look at this beautiful tree. I don't think it's dead, but I think it's lost its leaves early. This is what I want to go and look at, these over here. Wow, some big ones here, everyone. This is the grave of John Bibbington of Rochdale, who died on January 13th of January 1866. I can't see. Simon Oakden Bibbington. He died on the 26th of September 1884. He was 22, and also Mary Ann, wife of the above John. She died 7th of October 1876. Almost, well, exactly 101 years before I was born. I was born on the 7th of October. This is George Ashworth, born at Meadowhead, 24th of June 1799, and he died at Rosh House, 25th of May 1861. And his wife, she died in 1881, is in there along with their daughter, who died at the age of 80. December 7th, 1901. There's a lot of planes going over. Wow, look at this, everybody. Look at him. Looks like a... That looked like one of them Spitfires. Looked like a Spitfire. I don't know if it were, but it looked like one. Just take a look at this grave, everybody. Let's have a closer look because it's actually beautiful. We've seen similar. We've got carvings on all sides. This looks like a queen's head. We've got a king. Another queen. I'm saying queen and king because they've got crowns on, so. And let's see who's in. Helena, daughter of John and James Tatham of Moss Cottage, Rochdale. She died 1870, aged 10 years. Also Frank, their son. John Tatham's in there. He died January the 10th, 1889. And Jane, the mother, she died 3rd of February 1910. Carved all them years ago. But yeah, there's a lot of children in there as well, everybody, on the sides. Born in July, died July. Born November, died June. A year later. Born November. It doesn't say born, actually, it just says died. And this grave, beautiful text. Jonas Milne Porritt of Chasewood, Bamford, died November 15th, 1872. He was 31. Also his wife, Caroline, so she never remarried, or if she did, she chose to be married with her first husband. She died in 1910. There are other people in here. Right, everyone, I think we'll have another walk up here, see what we can see around here, and then a quick look on the other side. And take it from there. Look at this one, everyone. This is beautiful. Again, more carvings, look. Let's have a look at the faces. Look at the face. Look at her dress. And then we've got another one here. I like the face on that one. Look at her eyes looking up. This is we've got children in there, and then we've got Joseph Handley, who died the 20th of February 1899 at his residence, Victoria Lodge, Birkdale. He was 72. His wife Frances is also in there. She died the following year in 1900. We're going to make our way back to the car shortly. It feels like we've had a bit of a flying visit, and we sort of have, but in the last 5 or 10 minutes the heat has just kicked up a ridiculous amount. This is William Holt, died April 22nd, 1859. He was 80. I think Rochdale Cemetery, everyone, is one of those where you know, I'd have to do some research and see what I can come up with. I think we walked up this way, didn't we? Should we have a quick... Let's have a quick look round here. And then... I've done that thing as well, everyone, where I'm bursting for Lou again, although I've just been. But it is what it is, isn't it? I did want to look at those two down there. We've got another Rochdale Pioneer up here, everybody. This is the grave of William Cooper. 7 metres. Let's go and find him. Here we go. Right here. William Cooper. Died 31st of October 1868, aged 46. One of the original 28 Equitable Pioneers who made cooperation in Rochdale famous. He had a zeal equal to any, and he exceeded all in his ceaseless exertions by pen and speech to interest and direct others in cooperative work. He had the greater and rarer merit of standing by principles always regardless alike of interests and friendship or of himself. And it says here that this monument was erected by subscription contributed by the Rochdale Equitable Society. I wonder if they've got any bogs down there. Hey, there's something down there. Well, I think it's just a reflection actually off the window.
Isn't that the crest?
Yeah. You know when you're resting for a bog? See, look, everyone, look, we've got all down here, and you see these are probably the more interesting, well, not more interesting, but equally as interesting graves. Everything's interesting to me in a graveyard, but it's difficult to not focus on these big ones as your first visit, you know. This massive monument here is John Robinson JP of Mount Fallinge, Rochdale. Born 1823, he died December 21st, 1877. His widow Rachel is also in there. She died 1890.
Hey, another one.
Another sandstone. That's from Todmorden. Coal series sandstone from Clough Head, Todmorden. flagstone from Middle Hill coal series.
One there again.
And that's from Bagley. No, Bags Late.
Sandstone.
Bags Late. Strange, but interesting. Never seen that in a graveyard before, everybody, so be interesting to see what that is. And if I haven't managed to put it in and you know what it is, then please do let me know in the comments, because I'd be intrigued to find out. So I think that's us for today. I'm going to get back over to Barnsley. Might do charities in Oldham yet, I've not decided. Maybe do Emmaus in Mosley, that might be a nice visit. But anyhow, if I see anything interesting on my travels back, everyone, I'll be sure to show you. If not, then I'll see you in the next one.